Anime openings are something that most people who watch anime tend to pay attention to. Add music trifecta, the opening, the ending, and the OST, more people pay attention to the openings more than the other two. Because of this, instead of me having an introduction or explanation, I'll just be firing off some really good anime openings in my opinion, and giving quick explanations to each. The Medical Magical opening is actually pretty solid listen. Despite how shoujo-esque it sounds, I only have much complaints as the singing and music are pretty nice. However, this is an opening I would like to not listen to with other people around for obvious reasons. The first Magi opening is the best opening out of the four, and is absolutely slept on. It has a great beginning and offers an incredibly good payoff when listening through it. It is a great opening for a shonen show like this, and I would actually listen to this. All Full Alchemist Brotherhood openings are incredibly good and all have amazing replay value. If you haven't watched Full Alchemist Brotherhood, just watch it already. It is good. All openings are good. A very good show with very good openings. The second opening of Owari Monogatari is incredibly underrated and has a very good opening. The opening starts off with a really good instrumental, the singing is pretty good, and the music along the way shifts into its top tier opening and that grows on you. The Monogatari has a lot of amazing openings. It's a shame the only one to become mainstream is Run Circulation, as the other is much better than like Platinum Disco, the one above, and Moso Express, which is also sang by the same person as Run Circulation. The Yu Yu Hakusho opening isn't very underrated, but newer anime fans probably wouldn't know of this banger of an opening. It's both really good in dub and sub, and watching the show just amplifies how good the opening is, as it brings in loads of nostalgia from watching the show. The Dead Man Wonderland opening is actually quite underrated. It isn't really my style of music, but I still think it is a pretty good opening. It sets the tone of the show, and while not having any outstanding point, it shines with its perfectly balanced music that stays consistent all the way through. The Bungo Stray Dogs Season 2 opening is criminally underrated. It wasn't too underrated since Bungo Stray Dogs has a solid fan base, but the opening carries with a lot of guitar and hype music that rides along. It's an opening that would have an appeal to a lot of people. The Blue Exorcist opening isn't talked about as much as it should. It offers a very casual opening at the start that transforms into an incredibly solid payoff. The whole song itself is pretty solid, but it's a song that is only good if you have an affinity to rock type music. Otherwise you wouldn't find it that good. But if you do, then it is easily a GOAT. I also think that the Gleipnir opening is pretty good. Even though I haven't really watched this show, I still think it was pretty good considering I listened to it on a whim because it popped up on my YouTube feed. It offers a really good intro and a solid payoff in the end. Overall, just a very solid opening, and I would definitely recommend listening to it. The Erased opening is pretty solid. If you like the other openings the band has made, then you would like the Erased opening. Solid guitar and vocals, and it becomes a solid opening. Nothing too crazy, but still pretty good. All the Gurren openings are underrated. They're not exactly anything too good, but they aren't bad. Some of them are actually pretty nice, but don't get the respect they deserve. Specifically the second one. The Parasite opening used to be popular, but as of lately isn't really too popular. I wouldn't call it underrated by any means, but it's as popular as it was, I'm here to fix that. Katekyo Man Reborn actually has a few banger openings, and they kinda low-key as well, so here they are. Man Reborn openings 1, 5, and your personal favorite is opening 7. If you listen to it, don't ask me why, I just do. They are more, but they aren't as good as these, so check them all out at your own discretion. I want to give a special shout out to Bleach opening 1. It's one of the best openings in a show in my opinion. I just love the vibe it gave with the mix of stylish high schoolers and rap to have a casual feel. I honestly think that the show would have been better if it kept the vibe the opening had produced, but that conversation is neither here nor there. It's a fire opening that you have to listen to, you should. Now that I'm actually writing this, I see how daunting of a task is to talk about anime openings. They're just of high quality and easier to find endings, so here's another rapid fire round. JoJo openings, literally any JoJo opening, but especially 2, 6, and 8. The Become opening, OG Naruto opening 2, 5, and 7 to 9. On a side note though, I do believe that OG Naruto was a better roster of openings than Shippuden. Bleach opening 2 and 12 to 14, but to be honest, Bleach has a lot of banger openings, like every other Gintama opening, because the majority of them slack, with my favorites being 3 and 13. Time good opening, really good opening. Main Abyss opening, 2003 Full Metal Alchemist opening 4, Fate Unlimited Blade Works opening 2, and any AOT opening, Gurren Lagann opening, Fairy Tail opening 1 and 9, One Piece opening 11 and 18, and the Villain Saga opening. I have mix of low-key ones and popular ones, so if I didn't put any super popular one like the Demon Slayer opening, any My Hero opening, Tokugura or such, it's not because I forgot, but because you most likely listen to it on a daily basis already. Either way, you know the drill. Let me know your thoughts in the comment down below, and peace. Oh, and also to keep up the tradition here, here's your obligatory Girls Last Tour sauce. Go and listen to the opening. Even if you don't like it, there's a dabbing lolly, so it's something for everyone and fun for the whole family.